Diddy must be stopped. Diddy, what you just did, what I just saw on this video was horrible. What you did to Cassie was was unbelievable. I can't believe you actually did that, bro. Like a lot of the things when it comes to Diddy, I would hold back on because I was like, hey, if there's no proof yet, we should wait and see and find the details. I would give Diddy a little bit more grace because I looked up to Diddy when I was a kid, man. I thought Diddy was amazing. You know what I'm saying? He had so many businesses, intelligent. He was a boss, music, Sean John, all these different shows on MTV. I thought that he was a mogul. And he was doing a great job at that, man. And so a lot of the things that I would usually crash out on different topics, I would give him more grace on. But this right here is so disgusting, bro. I was heartbroken when I saw that video. Not because of you. I don't give a shit about you. Cassie, poor Cassie, having to deal with a nigga like you. Having to deal with a nigga like you. I also feel sorry for your kids who got to live with a father like you. And now they're the laughing stock of their schools. He has 2 teenage daughters that go to school. They're in high school, right? Now they got to go to school getting laughed at, getting teased, getting mocked, all because their father can't control his anger issues. This is the thing. A lot of these celebrities, they get all this money and they don't know how to function, right? And I get it. You make it from the bottom and you make it all the way to the top. And since you've never had money, you don't know how to deal with that type of money. It's a certain level of responsibility that comes with having that amount of money, right? I don't understand why these celebrities don't find help. You have the resources, you have the funds, go and get help. And I understand, because us in the black community, we always be like, we can just walk it off. Especially us black men, our egos is going to be the death of us. Even though we might have anger issues or drinking problems, smoking problems, we're like, I don't need help. I'm good. I'm a man. I just walk it off. We'll figure it out later, right? And by the time you get done hurting everybody else in the process, it's too late. And now when he comes out, he's going to be like, oh, I'm going to get help. I'm going to get away for a while. You should have got help before you started beating women. That's when you get help. That's when you get help. When you even get the urge to do it. You put your hand up, like, you got to catch yourself in these moments. But since we don't know how to deal with our anger issues, we just let our anger get the best of us. As a grown man, we got to have discipline. We got to learn how to have willpower, right? We got to have control over ourselves. Right? That's ultimate self-love right there. And it's just, I just can't believe this, bro. It really was sad watching it, because if you're a father and you have kids, young kids, can you imagine a man doing this to your daughter? Because I have a 3-year-old daughter, and I wish a nigga, hold on. Yo, I'm not trying to, this is not a laughing matter, but I'm laughing because if one of these bald-head, bow-legged niggas do that to my daughter, I'm going to jail with a smile on my face, nigga. The first thing you see is my mugshot is gonna be grinning from ear to, nigga, every tooth. I'm crashing out. Don't give a damn. The way that he hit that girl and he kicked her on the floor, kicking her on the floor is crazy, bruh. It's niggas out there that I got into a fight with when I was younger. We get into a little scuffle. He tripped. I'm not even saying I knocked the nigga. I'm just saying he might have tripped or slipped. I'm never gonna kick a man on the ground. You kicking your girl on the ground multiple times, and they're gonna drag her up the hallway? You know how weird you gotta be to run down the hall asshole naked with a towel on, nigga? Bro, it's just, it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. And now his kids gotta live with that. How they gonna deal with that? Right? When you a man and you a father, you're not only representing yourself, you're representing your family. You're representing your city, right? You're representing where you're from. You're from Harlem, right? This looks bad for everybody, though. Us as a community, it looks horrible because you don't know how to deal with yourself. This is what I'm talking about. That's crazy, bruh. That video had me uneasy. It just really it hurt me in a different way, man. I know all of us, a lot of us, especially us born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, a lot of our mothers was going through this. No social media. It was different. A lot of black fathers couldn't find jobs and they couldn't find work. And if their father was even in the house, if they was in there, they couldn't find it's hard for them to, we wasn't the most educated back then. Especially growing up in the hood, you know how it is, man. So a lot of the fathers take their anger out on their wives, which is never cool. You know what I'm saying? So we saw a lot of bullshit growing up. I didn't see it, but my best friend who lived next door, his mom was getting it all the time. And that shit was crazy, bro. It was insane. Hearing her scream, Bloody Mary, it was insane. I was just like, wait, damn, this is like every night. And she just stand there and doing it. Of course, nobody had no cell phones. It wasn't no cameras around like that, bro. So you can just move freely and get away with doing whatever you want to. I'm also more concerned about the fact that this video's been out. I mean, this happened almost 7, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, and the footage is just coming out now. That means there's some behind the shit. It's some behind the scenes things that happened. He paid somebody to get rid of that video. And this is what I mean. If you can watch that video and accept money to hide that video, you're a piece of shit. You're the problem. Not only Diddy is the major problem, but if you're going to help this man damn near beat this girl on camera, and you can just watch it and be like, all right, I got you, bro. I throw this away. He was in a hotel hallway. Was all those doors that, like, I'm sure someone heard it, right? Like, everybody, no one said nothing all these years. There's some other shit going on behind the scenes that's wild. All right, Diddy has a lot of power in this industry, and I understand. When it comes with money and him running music and doing what he do behind the scenes, he has a lot of power. That's why people be quiet when it comes to Diddy. They be over there. That's why Joe Budden, who I'm upset about, I'm upset because he didn't address the topic. He just took it out of his podcast. He addressed it, but I know he's going to address it on Wednesday. But y'all got to go ahead and get to work sooner than that. Like, y'all niggas should have made an emergency podcast, like, immediately, just on the Diddy situation. Like, y'all niggas should have stayed an extra hour and cooked him up, grilled him. What are we doing? Y'all gonna wait until Wednesday? Anyway, look, man, it's a lot of weirdo shit that happens in Hollywood. I can admit that. I'm an LA nigga, so I can definitely admit that. But Diddy is one of the main reasons why people say Hollywood is weird, okay? His parties is the reason why people say Hollywood is weird, especially when it comes to Black Hollywood. He brought that freaky shit from New York and came straight to Hollywood and started slanging ass, all right? Diddy is top 5 freakiest niggas in the world. I'll break it down to you. Got R. Kelly. R. Kelly, Epstein was up. When he was up there, he was, up Epstein. Yeah. Brian Pumper, Mr. Marcus, and Diddy. All freaky niggas. Diddy is freaky as hell. And he brought that shit over here, and now everybody think Hollywood weird. No, nigga, it's Diddy. That nigga's the source. Up in there sucking dick out. Well, his parties is weird. I've been hearing about his parties since I was a kid. And before the internet, like before shit was even booming online, I've been hearing about Diddy and his parties. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? Like, what? I don't even know nothing about Diddy. Like, when it comes to like him doing that, but like, ooh, Diddy parties, bro, they kind of weird. Everybody in LA, I'm telling you, if you grew up around that time, raised in the 90s and all that, I'm telling you, you heard about Diddy's parties way back then. So it's been going on for what, 30 years? This shit been going on for 30 years of freakness. That's a long ass run of being a freaky nigga. Being freaky. But on a serious note, I just want to end it off and say that my prayers go out to Cassie and her family, her husband, her kids, who have to live through this, and to Cassie reliving her trauma. That's never cool. It's unfortunate. And I wish her and her family the best. I hope she heals the way that she wants. I hope she's finally like healing from this process, and I hope she get the closure that she deserves, man. And Diddy should be in jail. The way that he hit her and kicked on her, and that was on camera. You know, behind the scenes, this happened multiple times. Now you believe every allegation when it comes to Diddy, like him and his ex-wife Kim Porter. I'm sure he has something to do with it. Yeah, him and all the freak offs. I believe every single allegation when it comes to Diddy. I do. I do. I believe everything, bro. There's not one allegation I don't believe. I do. And it's unfortunate. It is. It's unfortunate, man, what he do and the things that he thought he can get away with because of his money, his success. And he thought he can just buy everybody and give people hush money. And that's usually, that can happen because Diddy have enough resources to shut people up. And he can threaten your whole career just by being Diddy, because he's been in this industry for so long that he has so much power over your career. He can make and break your career, right? Diddy have so many connections, and now that Cassie is speaking out, it's going to be a lot more coming, man. It's going to be a lot more videos, a lot of more freaky shit coming out. Diddy, his career is over. His career is over. It will never be the same. You can't respect a man like that. Anybody that associates yourself with Diddy after this is definitely a weird ass nigga. Like Stevie J, if he's still hanging around Diddy after seeing that video, my man, you're a strange individual. I understand family. You got to kind of have his back, his mom, you know what I'm saying? But still, I mean, I don't give a damn. Me personally, family or not, I'm cutting you the fuck off if you do something like that. If that was my brother, cousin, I don't give a damn. Bro, we're not talking until you get the help you need. And we gonna have some deep conversations. I'm gonna whoop your ass first and foremost. If Diddy was in my family, we catching fades for at least a month straight, nigga. We jumping this nigga in my family. In my family, we don't play that. He getting stumped the fuck out for at least a month. Cold stumped too. I'm talking heel toe Atlanta ATL stumped all in his shit for a month straight. You're a weirdo. You're a weirdo. It's unfortunate, man. It really is. It really is, man. And all the fathers out there who have daughters, you're the leader of your family, you have to learn from this, bruh. Learn how to control your anger. All the men, learn how to control yourself. I know it's hard. I know it is. Especially us growing in the black community, nigga. We always been taught to, you know what I'm saying? You got to fight back, you know, lash out. We grow up in these hostile environments, and we never seek help on how to control and how to heal from these environments, all the trauma we went through, right? Everything we went through. We got to get better. We got to grow. We got to learn, right? Every day, it's about self-development. Man. Anyway, man, I'm gonna end it there. I just want to hear what y'all got to say about this down below. But Diddy, your career's over. And my prayers go out to his kids, though. I really think his kids are going to suffer the most. His kids are going to suffer from this, not Diddy. He already lived his life. He probably won't even go to jail because he has so much money. He gonna get the best lawyers. He gonna get the best of everything. He can go buy an island somewhere and just hide out for the rest of his life and be perfectly fine, and just that'll be him, right? But his kids are the ones who have to suffer. They're all young. They have to live with this. People on their comments. People trolling them all day, bashing them, everything. They have to live with the fact that their dad is an unusual nigga who does a lot of weirdo shit. Right? Before the video, you can kind of be like, nah, those are all lies, but you can't, bruh, clearly him. What can you say? You gonna say that's AI? That's all Diddy, bruh. That's unfortunate. Anyway, tell me what y'all think down below. Like button, sub button. I'm gonna see you boys soon, man. I can do a part 2 if y'all want me to. Let me know. Kingston, Majesty.